Why sand? Well, we have been involved with researching a product to reduce the amount of sand usage for many, many years. Farmers moved to sand bedding really to reduce the costs and find something to replace the original concrete that many used. One of the major contaminants on this planet, and particularly in developed countries, is tyres. Tyres are the bane of everyone's life. No one can get rid of them. They're expensive to dispose of, and it is therefore great that this grid tile utilises recycled tyre rubber. The quality is exceptionally good. We originally looked in conjunction with our Canadian manufacturer at a product probably 6 or 8 years ago to reduce the sand, but it was too expensive, and on trials in America and Canada was relatively inefficient. So when I formed my own company, just in general conversation with Alan Champagne of Champagne Edition in Canada, he suggested that a grid tile that they had developed for use on reclamation of grassland may be of benefit. We arranged to bring a quantity over. There was only 30 we brought, and just by coincidence a local farm to me, Portway Farms in Buckinghamshire, had just erected a brand new building and were complaining about the problems they were experiencing with sand usage, cubicle lime, etc. About 18 months ago we arrived with 18 prototype tiles and decided with Mark to install these down one side. These were measuring 3 by 3. We didn't really know where to position them, but decided to put them about 4 inches under the surface. Very quickly we identified several factors. One, the amount of sand used was reduced. Secondly, the tiles were too small. Thirdly, the cows didn't seem to mind them. They certainly didn't reject them. They didn't even notice them, I think. So we then approached the manufacturer and looked to change the design. And this was based on feedback from Canada and America also. And we decided the most viable option was to produce a tile measuring 4 feet by 4 feet, keep it at the same thickness, about 1.5 inches, keep the grid profile at 2 inches by 2. And this is very important because there are several other manufacturers that had beaten us to the post with a sort of sand saver tile, but the feedback from these wasn't that great from farmers. They were saying that the cows rejected them, the holes were too big, the quality wasn't brilliant. The product weighs about 85 pounds, 33 or 4 kilos, and is very well moulded. We had started to extensively advertise. We showed the prototype at the various shows, and the response from farmers was fantastic. There was immediate identification of significant sand use reduction. There was no cow rejection. The cows weren't pulling them up at all, and it was very positive news. With this product, the problem's solved. It's not rocket science, it's just common sense.